Well,
Okay.
I'll choose.
No, Derek wanted to reply. Let Derek reply. Yeah.
Yes. Arnab, the problem with this BJP spokesperson, he's come with his prepared script about Bengal. You've given him some airtime. He's gone and given the script. Nothing to do with the debate. You call it. He says Trinamool does not have the answers to the questions. The answers to all his questions have been given more than enough by the people of Bengal. Don't divert from the debate. You've given him his airtime. He's gone off the topic. I won't even counter this.
No, I'm not diverting. I'm sorry.
I come back to the subject. I come back to the subject. No, Siddharth, you settle your political scores with the Trinamool on another platform. You settle your political scores with Mamata Banerjee on another platform. If I'm not going to let the Congress go away from the debate, if I won't let RJD and Trinamool, I assure you, Siddharth, I won't let you and the BJP stray from the debate either. My last question, and I want Ejaz to come in on this after Randeep replies. Mr. Surjewala, repeatedly, no, 1 sec. My question is first to Mr. Surjewala. Mr. Surjewala, I have heard this repeatedly since this morning, and we are discussing the legacy of Nehru, by the way, because we are talking about who represents the legacy of Nehru, which the Congress party says Mr. Modi does not. Now, my question to you is, does Chairman Mao represent the legacy of Nehru? Because the Chinese attacked India in 1962. Right? The person under whose leadership China was the aggressor was the Communist Party of China. The Communist Party of China under Chairman Mao were responsible for the deaths of 30 million people in China between 1958 and 1961. 1 second, allow me to complete. Including, but not excluding, the act of attacking India. And you know how betrayed Jawaharlal Nehru was. You know that till his last days, Jawaharlal Nehru, India's first Prime Minister, fell backstabbed by the Chinese. You call the Chinese for this event. You call the Communist Party of China, which betrayed our country, for this event. But you keep your Prime Minister out. Justify that. Justify that. Don't go away from it. Go ahead. He's India's first Prime Minister, betrayed by the Communist Party of China. You call the Communist Party of China for an event which you believe stands with what Nehru stood for.
When you stop.
How fair are you being? Go ahead, I stop. You answer.
By your logic, the Prime Minister of India, Mr. Modi, should not be going for the G20 summit, because when the Premier of China had come recently,
Sir, answer my question. Who attacked when Nehru was Prime Minister? Who did the Communist Party of China allow the aggression on India? What kind of answer is that?
What kind of an argument is that?
What kind of answer are you giving?
I think, I'm sorry, Mr. Goswami, even you are not understanding what
I am sorry, Mr. Surjewala, you have understood my question but choose to deflect it.
Who dissented from him. Pandit Nehru also stood for those who disagreed with him.
Okay.
Pandit Nehru also stood for those who honestly, genuinely believed
Pandit
that
Nehru,
process was wrong.
Pandit Nehru would have liked to see the Indian Prime Minister kept out, but the Communist Party of China invited.
That's why the two countries shall never even speak to each other, shall have no relationship with that.
I am
By
asking,
that perverted logic, if I may be permitted to use the word, then India should have no diplomatic relationship with China.
Sir, I am asking.
What kind of a logic is that, Mr.
Sir, thank
Goswami?
you. Thank you for the.
I am surprised.
Well, I'm 1 second. Thank you for the incorrect use of words in this, using the word perverted to describe my question. I repeat my question, which you call perverted. The Communist Party of China allowed the attack on India in 1962. It was from this betrayal that they say Jawaharlal Nehru felt so betrayed and backstabbed that he never quite recovered. And it cost him not just anything else, it cost him his sense of friendship, his diplomacy, and also, if I may say so, his own personal health. Now, you invite the Communist Party of China for this event, but you decide to keep the Indian Prime Minister out. I think you have no answer, which is why you call my question perverted. I feel you have no answer tonight to that last question.
Chinese Bhai was betrayed, but yet we have moved on from there. We still have a relationship with China. We have a diplomatic relationship with China. We continue to interact with them. We continue to have a dialogue with them. We continue to have business with them.
2 minutes left. I have to get a rebut.
A fruitful dialogue at times with them. And
okay, 1 second. 1 second. Okay, I see 2-3 people wanting to come into the debate. I have 2 minutes. Who goes first? Who goes first? Ejaz goes first. Ejaz goes first. After that, Manoj Jha.
The
Ejaz.
same parliamentary, the same parliamentary democracy that my friend Randeep Surjewala is talking about. Obviously, we have an elected democracy and we have a Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi. If you're going to call all political parties, 19 nations, 52 parties, you're doing disservice, you're minimizing, you're actually a lion like Pandit Nehru, you're making him into a pygmy by miniaturizing him, by having a small private function. He is to be celebrated as a national icon. He belongs to the nation.
It's not a small private
as
function.
A representative of one political party.
It's not a small private function. Manoj Jha has kept his hand up for long. Manoj Jha.
Private, Ejaz ji.
Manoj Jha kept his hand up for long.
I have a very small submission. Arnab on China.
He's something to be celebrated by the nation.
Small submission. Please, please allow me to make that point, and that's the end of the debate. I want to tell you, my co-panelist, that let's not look at the linear course of history. There is a multilinear course of history. And for all of them on China and why China has to be reviewed in different frames, there is a book, Nice Guys Finish Second by B.K. Nehru. I recommend that, and I think we should be more
I would have thought, and I would have thought, and I'll wrap it up here. I would have thought that the 125th birth anniversary of Jawaharlal Nehru would be a brilliant occasion for political parties to come together and not to break apart. But that's how the cookie crumbles in Indian politics.
Yes.
Gentlemen, let's see where this goes. I thank you all for joining me on debate number 1 on the Newshour tonight.